you to Twitter as an educator. First, visit www.twitter.com and notice in the bottom right corner you can type in your full name, your email address, and password that you'd like to use. Once you've created that account, be sure to check your email address or email account and then click on the email to activate your account. Once you've activated your account, you can return to the website and type in your username or your email address and then type in your password. Once you sign in, you'll see what I call your dashboard. Now they'll recommend different people that you can follow in Twitter that you may or may not want. Also, you'll see some trends, and you can change how you want those trends to view. But before we get started, let me just kind of explain a little bit what is Twitter. Well, it's a micro blogging site, and a lot of times educators like to use it to build what's called a PLN, a personal learning network. It's a great place to start following people that are interested in the same things you are. For example, I happen to be interested in educational technology, so I follow a lot of people that have a similar job that I have across the nation. So I'll look for them, and as they share resources out, I'll use those resources, and then periodically I can interact with them. So you can build a network of people that are like-minded or have the same interest as you. So you can use this both for professional reasons and personal reasons. In this video, I'll explain how an educator can use it for professional development purposes and sharing of resources. So as you can see, one of the first things you want to do, you see under my name, is view my profile page. You'd select that, and then you can go in and set up your profile. So I'm going to add a photo here, and the first thing I do is click choose file, and then I happen to have a picture on my desktop, so I'll select that and then double click my picture, and it's going to upload a photo there in a minute. You can put in your name and your location. You can type in a website if you have a website, maybe at school or whatever, and then a bio, and a lot of times people want to be real clever in how they put their bio, because a lot of times that's what people will first see when they log in to come visit with you. So let's say the main purpose of this account was to share Web 2.0 and iPad resources with teachers, or maybe you're a 6th grade science teacher or math teacher, whatever. You want to put in your bio maybe a few personal things, but the main purpose for using this Twitter account. So that's what I'm going to do. And then you can notice you can also post your tweets to Facebook if you have a Facebook account. But in this case, I'm just going to keep it like it is and click Save Changes. Now once that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and well, let me double check my picture, make sure it's going to work, and let's save. There we go, there's my picture, and then I can go back to home, and you can see now my picture, my profile, a few things that I have set up there. Now the first thing you might want to do is maybe again you want to keep most of your tweets based on how you set up your profile. So in my profile I wanted it to be about Web 2.0 tools or great online tools and great iPad apps. So as you're browsing content, be it on your phone or if you have an iPad or a tablet or whatever, you can tweet from those services or devices. But I'm on a computer, so I might browse and want to tweet about something, or I can click on here and maybe it's just something of interest that you found recently. So for example, I found out the Khan Academy now has an app that you can put on your iPad, so I'm going to tweet that. And some other things that you'll learn about as you get into Twitter are some what are called hashtags. And you can see up here at the top there's a hashtag or a number sign there and an @ symbol. The @ symbol is what you used for people's names. So mine's Technopalooza, so it'd be @Technopalooza. That's kind of like emailing me. And then the hashtag, those are search terms. So for example, one of the common hashtags for educational technology is EdTech. Since this is dealing with iPad, there's also a hashtag or a way people might search if they're looking for iPad related things in education. They might type in iPad Ed, or they might type in EdTech. So I'm going to publish this, but if I were looking for something related to iPad, I could click Discover and I'd type in iPad Ed and maybe find some information. So I'm going to type in that information, and notice I have to fit it under 142 characters, and I could include a picture if I wanted to and a location, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to simply click Tweet, and I've done my very first tweet. Now, so how do people see that? Now, I know because I did the hashtag, I could search by one of those two hashtags, or I can click Connect, and when I click Connect, I can then search. See right here in this search box, I can either search by Technopalooza. So if you know the person, another Twitter person that has an account, you could search by them. Okay, and you can see some other people that have used that hashtag when they've done some searches. Or you can click Discover, and then again, one of those hashtags that I put was iPad Ed, and anything you see that people have put that in, and you'll see iPad is in some of these tweets. Okay, you see there it's iPad Ed. So these are hopefully all tweets or messages that people have added, and then they want to share it with other people that are searching about iPad in education. Now I'm going to go ahead and type EdTech, educational technology, and type that in there, and you can see searches based on educational technology, so that's much broader. Or some people like to do things like, say this is 5th grade. There's actually a lot of times people put 5th chat, and really the hashtag could be anything that you wanted to put in there. So let's go back to home, and again, when you're composing that, you can decide on the hashtag. So let's say you're at a conference and you wanted everybody to be able to see that same strand of different tweets that people were doing. So I could put in a hashtag and say you're at a conference like the Texas Computer Education Association conference. You could type in the hashtag, and so every time someone searches for that using the Discover tool, they type that in, so again, if they click Discover and they type in TCA 2012, they will see this tweet that I'm about to send. So I can click on that and I can tweet it. Now let's go ahead and look at a different angle of how you could tweet. I'm going to go in here and I'll put in Khan Academy. Well, I could spell. I type in Khan Academy app. Okay. And I'll just click on this link. Okay. And let's see what here we get. Let's see. It's not quite what I want. Okay, here's a Khan Academy, and let's see. Maybe I just want to tweet this website. Notice down here I have a button, so I can click on Tweet, and it's going to pop up a little link here. And notice it gives the web address and it gives the Khan Academy username right here, and then I could add my own hashtag. So if people want to search, and maybe I want to put another hashtag of iPad Ed, and then I tweet that. It also might suggest, oh, I want to follow them, so I want to click follow, and I'm going to also follow them. So finally we'll go back to your home page again on Twitter, and I'm going to refresh this page here just so you can see what what all has happened since I first logged in. Now that I've logged in, you can see I've done 2 tweets, so every time I want to go back I can see what tweets I've done. I can go to following, which right now I've not followed anybody except the Khan Academy. And then I can go to followers to see if anybody has started following my tweets, which they haven't. And then you may have made favorites and so forth. So I know that's a lot to throw at you. I'll have a couple more tutorials later, but that's how you get signed up, start connecting and discovering content using Twitter.